from a gun, like a brand new sun. Since the day I was born a fighter, I rise up, I rise up, like smoke from a gun, like a brand new sun. Since the day I was born a fighter, I rise up, I rise up, I rise up, I rise up. Since the day I was born a fighter.
What's up, everyone? So some of you may be completely confused on why I sold my S3 for the Jetta GLI. So there's three main reasons that I did that, and they are the depreciation on the S3, the value for the money, and then the last one I'm actually going to save to the very end of the video because it's pretty interesting and it's actually not related to the cars at all. So be sure to stick around to the end of the video to see what that last reason is. But anyway, before we get into all that, be sure to hit that subscribe button and also hit that bell notification icon thing so you get notifications when I post new videos. I'll actually be posting a set of videos here every weekend on Saturday mornings, so be sure to look out for those, and those will be coming very shortly, so be sure to make sure you get those notifications for that. So is it just me, or do Audis depreciate like crazy? It's absolutely unbelievable to me how quickly they depreciate. So I bought my S3. It was a 2017 model, prestige, you know, top of the line, whatever, here in the United States. And I bought it for, I think it was like $53,000 out the door. I had the car for about 3 years, and over that time period, it actually dropped down to what I sold it for. So I sold it to Carvana for $33,000. So it actually lost what, almost 50% of its value in that short time frame. And I know this is a problem with a lot of Audis. I'm not really sure why that happens. I think it has something to do with all the leases that they put out there, so they depreciate really fast. And I really wanted to get rid of the car before it depreciated too much, and I really couldn't get anything out of it to get into another car. So I went ahead and sold it to Carvana. I'm sure you guys have seen that video. If not, I'll post a little link to it up here or over here, wherever the hell it goes, so you guys can see that buying experience. It's actually really good. So be sure to check that out. So I'm really interested to see if you guys have experienced the same thing with your Audis. Have yours depreciated like crazy as well? If they have, I'm really interested to see how much value they've lost in, say, like the first 3 years. So if you can, drop a comment down below. I really want to see what's going on with the depreciation on these Audis. It's pretty ridiculous, but go ahead and do that because I'm really interested to see. So the second reason that I got rid of the Audi for the GLI comes down to value for the money. So one of the things that I've noticed over, I guess, the 3 years that I had the Audi was that you could get a lot of other features in, I guess, cheaper cars than what the Audi had. So a perfect example of that would be like Homelink. So that's one of the things that you could not get in an Audi unless you had, I believe it was a Premium Plus model, and then you had to pay extra for it. So the GLI comes with that from factory. So why does a $53,000, $50,000 car not come with that? It's absolutely ridiculous to me that they don't include that in a premium luxury car. So another one of those things is you actually had to pay extra to bump up to the prestige model to get folding mirrors here in the United States. I thought that was absolutely crazy. Yeah, the mirrors don't fold on the GLI, whatever, but in the Audi, you kind of feel like you're getting nickel and dimed for everything that you get on the car. So if you want to have the folding mirrors, you know, you had to bump up to a prestige model, so it was kind of annoying to have that. You know, yeah, the GLI is not as good looking as the Audi. It doesn't have all-wheel drive or quattro in it. It does have the DSG gearbox, which is fairly similar to what's in the S3. So I feel like with this GLI, I'm actually getting a lot of the same features that I had with the Audi for a lot less money. You know, I have CarPlay. It's got bi-xenon headlights. Yeah, they're not as nice as LED, but they're still very functional. I have Homelink in it. So there's a lot of things, or what I like to call value for your money, that you're getting in these GLIs compared to Audis. So anyway, I'm not trying to bash Audi at all. Don't get me wrong, I absolutely love Audi, but when it came to me personally and the value for the money, I felt like I was getting a lot more value when it came to this GLI. So that's why I decided to go with the GLI, you know, moving over from the Audi. So anyway, the biggest factor that it came down to is completely unrelated to cars, and this is the thing that might kind of confuse some of you guys. me personally, coming from a finance background, I understand how important it is to get out of debt as early as possible. So what I did was, like a lot of you guys, I had a ton of student loan debt from my undergrad years. So what I did was I sold the Audi to Carvana, bought this GLI, and then I took the extra cash that I had left over, paid off my student loans and all the other debt that I had aside from my mortgage. So the only debt that I have right now is my mortgage, and let me tell you, it feels absolutely incredible to have that situation, especially with things going on now with this coronavirus and all of that. You know, there's a lot of uncertainty in the markets. A lot of people are losing their jobs and getting laid off, which really sucks. Luckily, I believe that I'll be okay through all this. But it's still nice to not have to worry about having to owe people money, you know, during times like this, and also having like an emergency fund set up to cover anything that comes up over the next couple months. So really, it comes down to that. That's the main reason for me getting rid of the S3 and getting into this GLI, which I absolutely love. So I keep saying that. You guys are probably tired of hearing me say that I love the GLI, but I absolutely love it. It's a fun car. It's great. So there you guys have it. That's the reason, I guess the 3 reasons that I sold the S3 for the GLI. There will definitely be another Audi here in the future. It's probably going to be an older one with a little more character. You guys can probably kind of guess what that might be, especially if you follow me on Instagram and stuff like that. You probably have seen things I've been posting on, commenting on, pictures that I've posted, like whatever, you can see all that. So yeah, if you guys think you know what it is, drop a comment down below. I'm interested to see what you guys think is on my mind when it comes to the next Audi here in the near future. It probably won't be the end of this year, early next year is what I'm thinking. We'll see how all that plays out. Obviously with my the whole no debt thing, it kind of makes things a little bit interesting. But anyway, be sure to stick around. Like I said before, there are a bunch of videos lined up here the next couple weekends. Saturday mornings is when I'm going to be posting them. So yeah, that's it. Thanks guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
I rise up.